Okay, guys, hi. I don't plan my videos, so if you are not okay with that, this is not the channel for you. I don't do structure, it's just not in my DNA, so this is how it is. But I want to talk to you guys about how they're planning on using our bodies to mine cryptocurrency. So, I was at a friend's house and I had some drinks and I say some crazy things, but actually they're not crazy. Like, this is what I gotta stop saying. Like, this shit ain't crazy. This is the truth. Look, if you want a way to not hang out with somebody, but like you don't want to be hurtful, all you gotta do is start talking about the truth here because that like pushes people away the fastest. So I remember saying how in the future they're going to use our bodies to make crypto. And I remember watching the look on this person's face and they were just like, whoa, like she is so out to lunch. Like, who is this person? How did I not know how insane she is? Anyway, you guys, like, how are there just some of us that know this stuff? Like, I learned this in 2020. How is it 2025 and this is not being talked about? Okay, so I said I wasn't going to edit this video, but here I am editing this video because I came across this article just after I finished filming and I want to read it to you guys. So this is from April 2nd, 2020. It says Microsoft has filed a patent for a system which mines cryptocurrency through body activity, like heart rate and brain waves, that could be used by advertisers. The patent describes an overarching system where a blockchain provides a server with a computational task that gets handed to a sensor attached to a person. That sensor may be a heart rate monitor, thermal sensor, camera, fMRI scanner, or any other sensor or scanner that can measure or sense body activity or scan human body. Are you guys thinking about what I'm thinking about? The smartwatches. I haven't been wearing mine much lately. I only wear it when I walk now because I'm getting really weirded out by it, to be honest. Okay, Microsoft specifically describes different brain waves, gamma, beta, theta, or theta, delta, and how they can be measured to evaluate the electrical activity of the brain, such as deep concentration. After being assigned a blockchain proof of work task by the server, the user device solves it based on body activity data generated by the person. The patent says specific data could be produced by watching an advertisement for a certain time, for example, or through using a specific social network or website. Oh, sounds so fun. The data then gets relayed back to the cryptocurrency system, which can check the user-generated hash based on, for example, if the vectors received from the user device have one or more mathematical properties set by the cryptocurrency system/network. This could be done by determining whether the vectors of the body activity have similarity or relationship with a legitimate vector in brackets or a baseline vector set by an algorithm of the cryptocurrency system. If all matches up, the user is rewarded for their work with cryptocurrency. Oh, you guys, I guess this is what we're going to be doing in the future to make money. Getting the data. Sorry, it's turning into a long article. Although it is just a patent at the moment, much of the technology for Microsoft's blockchain-enabled system currently exists. A wealth of consumer devices on the market today that gather the kind of body activity Microsoft has included in a cryptocurrency patent. Smartwatches, here we go, see? Like those produced by Fitbit, which was acquired by Google last year, can read real-time heart rate data. So remember, this was from 2020. And there's a growing interest from tech giants in exploring ways of directly capturing and reading brain activity. You guys, like I'm telling you, these smart devices are so creepy. Elon Musk's company Neuralink is currently developing technology that will allow people to control smartphones using implants that capture signals from neurons. See? Musk not only wants to read neuron activity, but to one day create it using their Neuralink. And by the way, you guys, Neuralink is a total psyop. They don't need to shove anything in your brain to activate Neuralink. They're doing it using nanotech. Today, it's already starting. A similar technology has already been demonstrated as a way of giving people sight through a camera that sends images directly to the brain via a small device attached to the visual cortex. Facebook has also shown interest in mind reading technology. Last year, the social media giant unveiled more details about its device that measures and interprets brain waves from outside the human skull. Oh my gosh, okay, you guys, I'm going to link to Dan Dick's video. He's from Press for Truth. That's his channel. He recently put out a video talking about how they have this technology that can already read your brain, and it will take like your thoughts and put them into speech. It's freaky, and it's already happening. And you know what, guys? That's what they're telling us. So whatever they're telling us, the technology is already so much further down the road. So like they're already using this. And if you want to know for sure that they're using this, and I have already had this happen to me. I actually had this happen to me a few years ago. Think about something. Think about anything. Think about like maybe you want to go on a cruise to Greece, or like you really want to buy a certain pair of shoes. You want like some leopard print boots or a leopard print purse, or whatever. Just think of something kind of random and unique, and think about it a lot. Like just keep thinking about it. Like, oh, I really want that purse. Like, oh my God, like how much is that purse going to be? Can I buy it here? Can I buy it there? Give it a lot of thought, and don't say a word to anybody. Don't search it on the internet. Don't type it in anywhere. Only think of it. And then see if it pops up as an advertisement. Because I have had this happen a few times already. And I've told people, because I'm like, I know 100% I did not say a word to anybody. I did not type this in. Like I didn't speak about it in the room. You know what I mean? And it came up, and it was something so random. And there's like no way it would just commonly like appear as an advertisement. So they're already doing this. They're reading our brain. They're our brain waves. And I'm not joking. Your smartphones are reading your brain waves. Okay, that's a whole other video. I will link Dan Dick's video. You guys need to watch it. It's crazy. Facebook also acquired CTRL, I guess Central Labs, a company that has developed a wrist-mounted device which intercepts signals the brain sends to your fingers, allowing you to control virtual hands without lifting a finger, showing the company's desire to gain more access directly into people's brains. It says, the future of work. In the face of large-scale automation across most of our economy's industries, creating unique ways for humans to produce value is an expanding field of research. And then here we go. And this gets into what I talk about in this video. So sorry, this was a really long interruption of the video, but I really wanted to read that article for you. So it just says the Dutch Institute of Human Obsolescence. IOHO. So I get into it in this video. Like, come on, guys, just that name. Like, human obsolescence. We're going obsolete. Like, what? We're not naturally going obsolete. We're forcefully going obsolete. Yeah, but it says it explores ways of producing capital through what it calls invisible labor. So this is from 2020. This article is 5 years old, and listen to how insane this is. So I will also link this article down below. Okay, so this video is turning into a whole different video, but I realized it was like too long. Anyway, I will just mention briefly, like that article I just read to you guys touched on the, what is it called? Oh my God, the Institute of Human Obsolescence, which is like, this is the craziest name ever. But yes, so there's this article by Vice, and I will link this one as well. It says, you could mine 1 Bitcoin per month if you harvested the body heat from 44,000 people. So you guys can read this yourself if you like, because I feel like it just takes too long for me to read it. But anyway, they're saying like you have to lie down and have these sensors on you, and yeah, so it says, like, I'll just read the first paragraph, a little bit of it. It says, these days, a single Bitcoin transaction requires as much energy as 10 households use in a week. The entire network uses more energy than Bulgaria. The larger altcoins aren't much better. Ethereum is the second largest crypto. It uses as much power as some small Mediterranean countries. It's no surprise that they're thinking about more sustainable solutions to mining. So it says that they have been using the body's heat to mine the crypto. And it basically says that, like, yeah, we don't really generate enough heat, but if there's more of us lying down at once, then, you know, it could start to become a good amount, I guess, that's worthwhile. But like, when you think about it, it's really insane. Like, but this is what I talk about, and I cut it out of this video because I went in too long. But like, in the future, they actually like want us in pods. I know it sounds like really crazy, but it's like in the Matrix. And I think it actually says, I'll just read this article, the part where it talks about this. Where did it, I think it talked about, yeah, it says, of course, the IOHO isn't advocating for a future that looks like the Matrix. Instead, the project... Oh, wait. So then did I miss the part where it said about... I'm sorry, guys. Where did it go? Oh, right here. It says, what about mining Bitcoin in an ideal scenario where the generators were perfectly efficient and able to harvest all 80 watts of excess heat produced by the body? Maybe something like the Matrix, where the humans are immersed in a big vat of goo that harvests all their energy. And yeah, so you guys, that is like basically how they view us. They just view us as these like creatures to harvest. Over the last couple decades, they've been harvesting our data. Now they're moving on to harvesting our energy. They're harvesting our brain waves. And I will leave a link to Dan Dick's video that he recently did on how they are already reading our brain waves using our phones. And I have had proof of this a few times. And I know they're doing this too with our irises. Is that right? Using our eyes. It's very creepy. And to be honest, we really shouldn't actually even be using our phones. We should actually really just like run to the hills and like go live in the forest, because shit is getting really crazy. But okay, so you guys got to watch this video because it's legitimate. They are showing, and you have to remember too, whatever they show us, they're light years ahead of what they're showing us and telling us. So they are using our brain waves to bring, like, so somebody can just sit there and think, and they will read it out in a computer, like what you're thinking. Like, so they know what you're thinking. It's crazy. So I want you to do this as a test. I want you to think of something like totally random, like leopard print shoes, or just something that's like not very common to pop up as an advertisement, just something really random, maybe something weird that you need. Like you need like some weird device. Like I don't know. Just try to think of something really random that wouldn't naturally pop up as an advertisement. Something you have not been talking about with anybody. You've never talked about it once, and you've never searched it. I mean, at least as of the last like couple of years. So you haven't Google searched it. You haven't talked about it. You've only thought of it. And I want you to really like meditate on this product or experience, whatever it might be. Maybe it's a vacation somewhere. And I want you to see if this comes up as an advertisement for you, because I have had this happen a few times. And this actually even started happening a few years ago to me. And I remember saying, like, there is no way in hell it knows I wanted that. Like, I knew it was reading my brain at that point, because I was like, this item is so specific. There is absolutely no way it would know. Like, I didn't type it into Google. I only thought of it. I didn't mention it to anybody. So I was like, I know for sure they're reading our brains. And if you guys want, there's this girl called, I'll try to put her handle down below. I think it's like The Shine Won't Stop on Instagram. She shares a lot of crazy things. She's also had her account banned, so I don't know how much info she has on her newer accounts. She probably still has a lot of info, but she also at the same time has pulled back sharing so much stuff because she does get like her accounts blocked, and she makes money using Instagram. So anyway, though, she's a wealth of information, and yeah, I just want to mention, like, they're just like light years ahead of what they tell us. So using our smartwatches and stuff, you know, they're probably already harvesting our energy. Yeah, so I think, did I say that in the video? I stopped wearing mine only for walks. I like to track my walk. I know I shouldn't. Like, I really don't need a smart device to go walking. But I do. I like to, like, I don't know why. Why do I do that? I just like to track my walk. I heard Apple is coming out with headphones that all you have to do is think about the song you want to play and it will play it for you. So that's mind reading technology Apple has on the way. And yeah, things are just so much crazier than what's really kind of like being talked about. And it's so weird to me too, because this stuff is like, should be pretty important. Like, a company is going to make money using your body. Do you want to know about that? I don't know. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.